The Bermuda Triangle, the legend of the sea that swallows. Gentle waves lapped against the hull, and the southeast trade winds carried the salty tang of the Atlantic. It was 1945, and the skies over the ocean were as clear as glass. No one could have guessed that, within a few hours, one of the greatest maritime mysteries of the century would unfold. That afternoon, Flight 19, a squadron of 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers from the U.S. Navy, took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, for what was supposed to be a routine training mission. But just hours later, frantic radio transmissions began crackling over the airwaves. "We can't determine our position. Everything is strange. The compass isn't working properly." The signal faded, then went silent. The Navy immediately dispatched a rescue seaplane, but it too vanished without a trace. Not a single piece of wreckage from any of the 6 aircraft was ever found. The press began asking the question everyone feared. Was this just a tragic accident, or was something lurking in these waters? The area would come to be known as the Bermuda Triangle, an imaginary zone defined by 3 points: Miami, Florida, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and the island of Bermuda. Within this invisible boundary, countless strange disappearances of ships and planes have been recorded over the decades, often with details that leave even the most seasoned investigators baffled. Disappearances that fed the legend. Flight 19 was just one of many cases. In 1918, the massive cargo ship USS Cyclops, over 165 meters long, vanished with all 309 crew members while traveling from Barbados to Baltimore. There was no distress signal, no wreckage, as if the ship had been swallowed whole. In 1963, the Marine Sulphur Queen, a 130-meter tanker carrying thousands of tons of molten sulfur, disappeared on a voyage through calm seas. The last time it contacted land, the weather was reported as perfect. Some cases were even stranger. Sailboats found drifting, with food still on the tables and belongings untouched, but no sign of the crew. These eerie discoveries quickly turned into chilling headlines about the haunted sea. The rise of a modern myth. In the 1950s, journalist Edward Van Winkle Jones and later Vincent Gaddis brought the Bermuda Triangle into the public eye with articles tinged with mystery. They spoke of compasses spinning wildly, planes vanishing mid-flight, and ships disappearing in dead calm. Newspapers described it as a warped space-time zone or a gateway to another world. By the 1970s, Charles Berlitz's bestseller, The Bermuda Triangle, sold millions of copies, pushing the legend into global pop culture. Theories became increasingly bizarre: alien abductions, the lost city of Atlantis with its powerful energy crystals, even wormholes linking different dimensions. Science sheds a different light. Strip away the fog of legend, and the Bermuda Triangle begins to look far less supernatural. Harsh weather and strong currents. This region lies in the path of hurricanes, tropical storms, and sudden squalls. A single unexpected storm can sink a vessel or disorient a pilot. The powerful Gulf Stream current can carry debris hundreds of kilometers within hours, explaining why search efforts often fail. Magnetic anomalies and navigation errors. Certain areas within the triangle have been reported to show unusual magnetic variation, which could cause compass errors. Before GPS, this could lead to serious navigation mistakes, especially over open sea with few landmarks. Methane hydrate eruptions. Large deposits of frozen methane hydrate lie beneath parts of the Atlantic seafloor. If suddenly released, the bubbles could reduce water density, causing ships to lose buoyancy and sink rapidly. Rising methane gas could also affect aircraft engines. Statistical perspective. Studies by the World Meteorological Organization (WMO) and the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency (EPA) have shown that accident rates in the Bermuda Triangle are no higher than in other busy ocean areas. The difference is that the disappearances here often involve unusual circumstances or are retold with a mysterious spin, which captures public imagination. Myth or cautionary tale. Perhaps the Bermuda Triangle isn't a portal to another dimension or a UFO hunting ground, as books once claimed, but it remains one of the most dangerous places to travel due to its volatile weather, swift currents, and heavy air and sea traffic. What's truly fascinating is not the final answer, but how the story spread. From a handful of real disappearances, the media and human imagination wove one of the most famous legends of the modern era. Today, with satellite navigation, advanced weather forecasting, and modern communication, the number of vanishings in the region has dropped significantly. Yet, whenever a ship or plane goes missing without explanation, the Bermuda Triangle's name resurfaces, a reminder that even in the age of science, the sea still keeps some of its deepest secrets.